Welcome to my FM experiments with Manchester City. We're on episode 3 now, and Manchester City, if you haven't looked at the last couple of videos, have gone from the Vanarama North all the way to the Football League 2, the Sky Bet Football League 2. So let's take a look at the start of their season here in episode 3. So we'll just have a quick look to see what's happened. Obviously, it's only been a month since we last looked because it was the 8th of June when we last looked. So let's just have a look at see what they've got going on at the moment. So they're still rich. They've still got a worldwide reputation. They've still got Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Mafio, Pep Guardiola still in charge. Any transfers? Let's have a look and see if they've released anyone. It is the 1st of July, so let's have a look. So Danilo's already gone out, but they brought in Carouse from Liverpool. So that is their first transfers. Obviously, we won't see what their dealings are until later on in the season. But let's have a quick look at their released players. So they've released quite a few. Let's see if there's any big names. So Angus Gunn. So no one really standing out as... Oh, Joe Hart, there we go. That's one of the bigger names. Joe Hart has been released, but he's still wanted by quite a few clubs, and FC Porto put a bid in for him. He's wanted by Stoke and Watford as well. So he looks like he'll still be carrying on somewhere, but no other big players really released rather than Joe Hart. So let's have a look at the squad at the moment. So the senior squad as it is. The last game obviously had Joe Hart as goalkeeper. But this is their squad, so it's still pretty strong with Gabriel Jesus, Bernardo Silva, Garcia, De Bruyne, Otamendi, Stones, Laporte. He's actually going. He's going to Monaco. So that'll be happening today at some point. Patrick Roberts is still at the club. Raheem Sterling is still. He's wanted by Tottenham though. Leroy Sané, Gundogan, Mendy. So they've still got quite a lot of their big players. Phil Foden as well. So they've still got quite a few players there in their under-23 squad. So they've got no big names really. No, they've got no big names in the... Fernandinho maybe. He's actually going though. He's joining Fiorentina. So Claudio Bravo's retiring at the end of this year. So they're losing a couple of players due to retirement and that. So we'll see how we get on. This is their schedule. So they are now in the Carabao Cup. They're also in the FA Cup first round automatic. Now no preliminaries or anything like that. And also in the Sky Bet League 2. And they've got a first game against Carlisle. And their final game of the season is against Wycombe Wanderers. So there we go. That is their kind of season ahead. So they've got Gillingham, Cambridge, Ebbsfleet, Crawley. So away day to Crawley. That's where I live. Doncaster, Bristol. So they've got Bristol Rovers is down there. Barnet is around. Tranmere are in. So there we go. So that Accrington Stanley are also in. So that is who they've got to be. That's who they'll be visiting today. So what we'll do, we will head towards the end of the season and find out what cups Manchester City have won. Have they won the league? Did they do the cup double? Well, let's find out. Did they manage to keep hold of their star players? Obviously, a few of them are already going. But let's find out at the end of the season how they got on. So we have just literally what I do when I do these videos is I record and then stop recording and then come back as soon as we hit, and we've literally just hit the 1st of June as we've done it. I'm just going to do all my emails as read. Let's find out how Manchester City have done in the English, I can't even spell, English Football League 2. No? League. No? Okay. Let's do Sky Bet League 2. And look, Manchester City are the holders of the league. Let's go and have a look at the Bristol Rovers is going up with them. Let's have a look at the league table. So, Man City with 128 points. AFC Wimbledon, Cambridge and Bristol Rovers went up. Who did they lose to? Newport County and Yeovil. And Yeovil are 14th. And Newport County are 7th. Okay. They drew to Wickham and Ebbsfleet. And Ebbsfleet ended up second from bottom and relegated. That's a bit embarrassing. And then they won 42, of course. With a goal difference of 96. That's quite a lot. Let's have a look at some of the stats here for the league. So, Bernardo Silva came second in the goals by 1. 2 Man City players got most assists with... Oh, sorry, 2 players, not 2 Man City players. 2 players, both on 16. Missick and Wakefield. And Carouse got the most clean sheets with 19, but only 3 more. So this is where it could start getting a bit different. Team goals, Man City rule that. Man City got player of the match Bernardo Silva. An average rating 3 Man City players in there. So that's pretty decent for the league. Let's have a look at how they actually did in the season. Let's click on Man City then. So, Pep Guardiola still in charge with Phil Foden as their hot prospect. Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva still at the club. Let's have a look at how they got on. So, they lost on penalties to Hull in the Carabao Cup. And of course, they had the Checker Trade Trophy as well. So, they got through the first round, second round, drew the third round, but won the replay at Preston. Won the 4th round against Wigan, drew the 5th round, but then won on the replay. And they're still in the Checker Trade Trophy in the semi-final. They won the 6th round against Southend and won against Norwich in the Checker Trade Trophy final. But they lost to Man United in the semi-final of the FA Cup. So the only trophies they picked up was the Checker Trade and the Sky Bet League 2. Let's actually have a look at some of their transfers then. So their history. So, out. Wow, a lot of players have gone out. As we know, Laporte went out. Fernandinho was going. And I think he retired. Mendy went to Munich. Mignolet went to Valencia. Danilo we knew was going to West Ham. Sterling went to Tottenham for 7 million. Sam Vokes, he's another big name, 3.1 million. Couple of loans. And Mafio went to New York City on a free. Okay, so some 121 million out, and they did bring in 153 million pounds worth. So we knew Carice was coming in. So we've got, well, he was one of the better performing players. Jonathan Silva came in. So no real big name talents really. No, not big spending. I think that one there, apart from Carice, that one there was the big spending. Obviously we can't see because of the stats, but he's now at Zenit after being sold for 3.3 million, so he didn't last very long at City. So yeah, their squad is starting. I mean, they've got Batshuayi still, they've got Stones, they've got Gabriel Jesus. So they've still got quite a few decent players in their ranking. Kyle Walker, Callas has come down. Otamendi, Kevin De Bruyne. So they've still got some of their big name players. Leroy Sané. They've still got some of their big name players. So they are still playing quite a lot of games as well. So we'll see what happens. They're in the Sky Bet League 2, League 1 from next season. So we'll see what happens then. So all in all, let's go back onto Man City again. Why did I let me go back to Man City? There we go. So there we go. So Man City, they're still rich. They've still got their managers. They're still progressing through the leagues. They're still doing well in the cups. I mean, they lost in the semi-finals to Manchester United. So they are still there or thereabouts. But yeah, they are going through the leagues. And that's 3 promotions in 3 years. So they've won the Vanarama North, the Vanarama National, and now League 2, sorry. They'll be in League 1 next year. And they could really return to the Premier League quite quickly. So, yeah, it seems to be going well for Pep and Man City, even though they are at the bottom of the league. Not all the players have left, like I thought maybe would have, like Kevin De Bruyne, and I thought, Gabriel Jesus, you thought they would have left the club by now. And even Pep may have gone to a different club, but no, they're still there, they're still fighting, and we move on to League 1 next year. Let's see who they may be playing next year. Let's have a look. So Sky Bet League 2. So we know that Bristol Rovers is coming up along with Cambridge and AFC. So we know they'll be there. Let's have a look at the League 1. So Sky Bet League 1. So they won't be playing Barnsley, that's for sure. And they won't be playing Portsmouth by the looks of it. So Barnsley, Luton and Portsmouth we won't see. And we won't see Oldham, Walsall, Swindon or Crewe. Norwich is still there. Blackpool, another old Premier League team. So yeah, there's a couple of Charlton, Bradford. So there's still a few Premier League teams there. But Barnsley obviously going up. So let's have a look who's coming down from the Sky Bet Championship. So coming down are Wigan, Cardiff and Peterborough. So what we will do, we will park the bus there for the moment. We'll join them just at the start of the July window, just to see who they've got opening games and things like that. And then we will see how they do in their next season. So they are going into the Sky Bet League 1. If you've liked the video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the video, and we'll see you in the next episode.